Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Jill is humming Your Love is a Drug. Buying the song will prevent her from getting too distracted. Okay, I can now browse Kira Mickey's log. Okay, so we want the Love is a Drug song. Let's do some shopping with that Love is a Drug. Yep, Your Love is an Idol Hell, a magazine with all things idols. Has a download code for Your Love is a Drug. Yeah, I'll get that then. Please click again to confirm. Got it. So yeah, hopefully that will put us in good stead for the rest of the level. Let's have a look on the phone. What we got. Okay. The Alice Rabbit thread part 2. Electric Boogaloo. December 17th will come the second retribution. Birthday is coming. It's happening. Okay, it's 17th. That's weird. I'm not gonna read all of this. No shit posting aloud. It's just like one of my Japanese animes. There's that Metal Gear Solid reference. Okay. Go back. What's here? What's this? AE. Augmented Eye. Near San Francisco rocked by an earthquake. Millions saved. An 8.6 magnitude tremor has struck that area of Neo San Francisco. Fortunately, modern science is able to identify the quake almost an hour in advance, providing the city plenty of time to prepare for the worst. Okay. Quincy, one more civil death and will ban protests. Okay, after numerous protests hound around the city, which were caused by an ongoing economic and safety crisis, Glitchless's Prime Minister Quincy made it clear that if the rioters take... There is a thing. Wasn't the Quincy and Bubblegum Crisis? I don't know. Is Alice Rabbit a group? More conspiracy theories about what Alice is. Haha, they weren't even a threat to real protected data. They call themselves Anon. Okay. What's this? Click. Kira Mickey blog. Thanks, GC. Oh, I love this place. So much energy, so much love. I could feel the optimism in the air. Okay. So this is the blog of the singer. Anyway. There's still one more app I haven't got. But anyway, let's go to work. Let's have a go. Thursday, December 15th. Good evening. Yo, what's up? I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma, who are you? Leonidas. It's Gillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way and asked her if she wanted to tag along. I hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Okay. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. Let's get some music. Okay, time to mix drinks and change lives. Okay, what was that? Oh, it's just something they made me say back in instruction. It's kind of stuck. Aha. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature. To G... what? I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Mickey girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The more stoic looking duo, right? Yep, those ones. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see, do you want the drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? Well, not that long. I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than just a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like, the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mum says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame, yeah, for all these pictures you have of your boss, the ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it's totally true then. Okay, you shut up. Taking sneaky pictures of the box. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this one of her sleeping in the office. I think I'll copy it. God damn. Yo, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Yeah, sure. A bad touch. Give me that. Okay, so 2 Bronson extracts, 2 powdered deltas, 2 Flanaguys, 4 Karmatrines. All on the rocks and mixed. Bam. There you go. Who gives these drinks their silly names anyway? Usually the ones who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humour. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. Anyway, so who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but the car was what caught my eye. And what was wrong with this one then? Turns out he was he was a live action role player. LARP. Yeah, live action role playing. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy handed writer or a military organisation. Okay, so what did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Wookstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in mud and fuck in the open. Yeah, those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those and it's something I'd rather not deal with. Ever. At all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... Yeah, you see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still just getting to know him. Think about it, have you ended your longest lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night. Your cat don't count. A year ago, it was messy. You see? I mean, I've got no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Oh, Fuckboy. People have different needs and priorities. Yeah, but don't you miss having the warmth of somebody else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. You're Jill. Anything I can make you to shut up and drink. I'll have you know that my uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would ya? Aha, ventriloquism. Weird. What's a weird drink? Yeah, something different, experimental and uncommon. Let's have a look. What we got? Weird drink. Promo drinks fit the bill easily. Okay, we've got Piano Man Woman. Grizzly Temple. Bitter Promo Bland. It's kind of unbearable. It's mostly for fans of the movie. Okay. What was it? A Zen Star. A Zen Star is 4 of each ingredient, all on the rocks and mixed. Wow, you just throw everything in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's it? All on the rocks and mixed. Let's just give it everything. And I'll probably throw an ice in on top. There we go. Serve. Try this one. Yeah, that fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh, not too impressive. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandtini, and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. I might have to remember that. Brandtini, Cobalt Velvet, sure. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left Damien is because he was too deep in routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? Oh, she gone quiet. That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they just prepared for occasions just like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was very petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist's identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It's no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual bogeyman, if you must. So you don't think such a person exists then? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything, an individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's that damned Alice Rabbit thing. Okay. Enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. Okay, what's that? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out for some time, for too long. Oh yeah, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, at this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. What the fuck? Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. No. In all seriousness though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date, I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 AM, you know. That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. Yeah, you're hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Let's say a big Brantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Yeah, Brantini. Make it a big one. Okay, so 6 goes into 12. Double the power delta to 6. 1 Carmatrine is now 2. All aged and mixed. 1 big Brantini served. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is the BTC got hold of the brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. Okay. You know, I was wondering. Yeah, what's up? Don't you worry about what people you work for might be doing with the information you provide. Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's beside the point. I get my payment, I do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day is a thrill. Do you meet with your clients, or... I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can imagine. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equal small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I show myself, yeah, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a dishevelled nerd or something, given what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Okay, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care.